Welcome back, everybody. Good looking day. Well, not so good, but anyway, it's a day, right? It's another one. Welcome back to the show. The Potato Project is underway. Derek Rodenizer is here to tell us more about that. Morning, Derek. How are you?
Great. How you doing?
Good, good. Now, you're at a school in the area, right? What's the name of your school?
So Heritage Academy is the name of the school.
Right.
And so we're a school for students with learning disabilities. We do grade 1 to 12, mostly students with dyslexia, ADHD, that sort of
Right, right. And actually, I think it was the students who kind of came to you and said, do you want to do something for the food bank? And it got the ball rolling?
Right? Yeah, inquiry-based learning is really important to us, so it means that the students are the ones deciding what we're doing.
Yeah.
And we've had a bunch of gardens in the school for a while, and they're going really well, and someone sort of asked, hey, could we do something for someone else?
Right.
And here we are.
Yeah, so you want to do raise money for their food for the food bank.
Right.
Because the food bank, as you were telling me this morning, they get a lot of great canned items and you know, shelf items, but fresh produce and stuff is sometimes hard to come by.
Right. And so we do the food drive every year. We do it for Christmas, and we do it throughout the year.
Yeah.
And the kids are sort of saying, well, that would kind of be unfortunate if you were eating cans every night for dinner.
Right.
And so I talked to some folks down at the food bank, and they have a great harvest program.
Right.
And so we were seeing if we could help. He suggested that we could join the Donate a Row program. So if you have a garden, you can donate one row of carrots, which is great. But we wanted to try to do a little more than that.
Right.
And so we found out that with potatoes, you can grow them in a really dense way in an urban environment when you can grow them vertically.
Right.
And so this potato tower idea turned into this potato barrel idea.
Yeah, and so hence comes the Potato Project.
You got it, yeah.
So how does it work? Show me what happens.
So we were looking at a whole bunch of different ideas, and we ended up taking these olive barrels that we got from Cohen & Cohen, and so they're old olive barrels, they're reused. We chop them into three.
Cohen has these too?
They have everything.
They have everything.
It's crazy.
Okay.
And so we need the potatoes to get sunlight to go to them, right? So we chop them in three, so we start basically with a pot.
Okay, so that's the bottom?
Right. And so you put in some dirt, you put in the potato starts. We got those donated from some local farmers, which is great.
Okay, so the stage one is in here?
Right.
Right.
So as the potato grows, what's really interesting about potato is that you only get potatoes from the seed to the top of the soil. It doesn't grow down. It only grows in between those two spaces.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. So what farmers do...
I always thought it grew down.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
So farmers do is they lump soil around the plant.
Yeah.
And as they lump soil around the plant, the potatoes grow up into that lump. So we're taking that idea and just making it extreme.
Okay.
So as we lump soil around, the potatoes will grow up, 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 up.
Yes.
And then as they get to the top of the pot, you put the second layer.
Oh, okay.
So you put the second layer on.
So that allows you to put more soil in?
Right. So you screw it in so it's nice and secure.
Right, so it's stable, yep.
You add more soil, more soil till you get to the top, then you add the third layer.
So this layer would go on near the end of the process?
Right. And then at the end, the idea is we have sort of 50 kgs of potatoes, hopefully, if we max it out.
Out of one barrel?
Right. If we max it out.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lot of potatoes.
It is a lot of potatoes.
I like that. I like that whole idea. Now, the beauty of this is not only did some of the ideas for it and some of the initiatives for it come from the students, but they get involved hands-on, right?
Right. Right, so lots of opportunity to do and to problem solve. And so while I do most of the cutting and sawing, the students do a lot of the other stuff and are involved in having a good time with it.
Which is important when it comes to developmental and learning disabilities, right? Because it's real life experience, and that's really important.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
We always learn better when we're doing something, right? Any problem solving that way. So.
Exactly. So how long will this project go on? Like, when's potato growing season in a barrel? I don't know.
So we're doing a launch on April 27th.
Yeah.
And so we're inviting everybody to come on down and check out the school, what's going on there. We're doing Earth Day events and all that stuff as well the same day.
Right.
And then we plant the potatoes, and we'll see how the season goes. The plan is to harvest together in the end of September.
Right.
So, but it all depends on the season, whether hot or dry.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there. But in the end of September, we'll all put our potatoes together and weigh them and see if we get close to 3 tons.
That's awesome. Yeah. Good work. Well, be careful out in the sun when you're working on your potatoes. We're going to talk about that coming up next. Dr. Paul is here. We're going to talk about sun safety. Derek, thanks for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Good luck with your project, the Potato Project. We'll be back with more after this 7:48 now.